it's strange how right at the very end of all of our suffering, we find ourselves alone anyway. And it doesn't really matter how many people are around us, because you know as well as I do that. And Katie's story was a little different. Like she literally had nobody. But where we were at is that we had people around us that wanted the best for us, but we couldn't see that at all, right? Because we were so wrapped up in the disease of like lack of self-worth, right? Like I don't deserve love anyway. And so people could be all around us going, you need help, we're here to help, we want to help, and we couldn't hear that stuff. And so the journey of self-discovery, it always starts alone anyway, right? And then we become willing to go, okay, nobody's coming to save us, because nobody can come to save us. We have to make a decision to save ourselves. And then it seems like the proper like path is revealed to us, to the right people who have the right message, the right teachings, the right energy at the right time for us to go, okay, I'm able to change this one little thing a little bit. And then we start taking credit for ourselves, right? Like that's how we become our own hero, I think, is that we go from a state of like just complete lack to one small win. And we recognize that for the first time. It's not that we don't have wins throughout our life, right? Because we started walking as children, before a lot of us could even talk. Like I think walking becomes before talking, and that was a little win, but it doesn't attach to our like our self-esteem the way that these failures do later on in life, and these like hits from the people around us and the world around us, and the disappointments that come along with all that stuff. And then we internalize those things and we become our failures. And then at some point, like I said, we make this decision. There's a calling from within us that says something has to give. This is not what I'm on this planet for, is to feel this way. And we make that decision despite whether we really are alone like Katie was, or whether we think we're alone like you and I were. We make that decision, and then all of a sudden things around us start to change. And because we made that decision, that steps us towards the next decision that we need to make, and the next conversation we need to have, and the next action we need to take. And those things all just build on top of each other. And so when we get to a point where, like you were saying, I realize I have no fucking idea who I am. I just know that I'm not this.
Yeah.
Right? We start getting these little clues from the universe and from the people around us, and from our internal self that says, okay, let's figure out who we are and do everything that we can to be that person. So I don't know about you, but I know that the end is coming. One day this will all be gone. And that's always been very prominent in my psyche. Like, I'm going to die. And I do not want to die with my music still in me. I just don't. Right? I don't want to die with my potential unused. I don't want to die and look back like as I'm dying and be like, fuck, I missed my chance.